the same except, a podcast where we take any media we want, alter one thing about it, and then explore what would be affected by this one little change. I'm your host, Ninja.
I'm Cat Comic Studios, better known as Gage.
I'm Manny, better known as Manny. And I draw a webcomic with the dream forms of house cats. It's some good stuff.
It's good stuff. I like it.
And if
I
there's
also
anything
make a
cat related,
webcomic.
I'll go crazy. Oh, you do?
I'll
Yes.
I'll tell you more about it later, though, during the ad break,
We don't have
which
ads.
we're totally starting.
No,
We don't have ads.
not yet.
Yeah, that's true. Not yet. Then again, it is like a YouTube podcast. I don't know.
Yeah, that we'll figure
If
out.
somebody wants ads, just throw me $20 and I'll put in ads. It'll be the first editing I actually do on this.
I can
Oh, yeah.
advertise other people's podcasts and stuff.
That'll be like the year anniversary. We'll do that.
There you go. What are the topics, Ninja?
I feel like before we start, we just have to address one thing, which is the fact that the intro is a lie. For the most part, we don't, explore what would be affected by the one that'll change. We mostly just go over, the entire media, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry we lied to you, viewer.
No,
I'm sorry.
I
We have
mean,
to
like,
start with the-
it's like the my brother and me, where they're like, yeah, we give valid advice, but it's from what I've heard, it's like kind of off the wall advice. And
It's like
really
5%
should not do it.
advice.
Yeah, exactly. So we're kind of on the same. We're on the right track. We're good.
It's everything
'cause,
except what our intro says.
There we
'Cause-
go.
I feel like the point is more that we are still doing it. We're still saying okay, we changed this. What else has to change because of that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it's that wrong. And if they've been following it this long, then I imagine they're probably pretty used to that. I don't think they're gonna fucking get shit for it now.
I mean, I was just doing it as a goof. I'm happy that you both were quick to point out otherwise, though.
Yeah, fuck you for being disappointed in yourself.
So are we ready for the first one?
No.
What is
Hell
it?
yeah.
Okay, I'll do the third one instead, because Gage isn't
Shit,
ready.
I'm not ready.
No, we'll do the first one.
What do we got?
So this is actually one you suggested, Gage. It's Mario, except Luigi with his modern scardey-cat personality becomes a flagship character instead of Mario.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be pretty cool.
Yeah, my thinking is okay, Mario's fine. I like Mario as much as anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Luigi, just as an actual character, is slightly more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if he is... Oh my god.
We might be getting a fourth friend.
Oh shit. Alright, Ninja,
Yeah.
time to start over.
No, we can keep going.
Okay, great. Alright,
Do
that's
we want
fine.
to, or do we want to start out?
No.
I don't know,
it's
viewers,
fine. We'll just
vote
bring-
on your phone now.
We'll just bring Nami in a sec, I guess. That's fine.
We're
Like,
not
I'm
a
si-
professional podcast. We can just
Yeah.
grab people.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
middle
We're
of it.
early game. We're early game. We can get professional later. My idea is that
We'll
sorry,
just
I'm
have
gonna
Clocky, Chris, Roxy, Kat, who hasn't been on here yet, all just join in the middle of it, and then someone who gets up for a second to get a drink of water won't know what's going on. Yeah,
I
let's
would
do that for
love-
the 10th episode.
I would fucking love to try and do a podcast with literally all the people in the chat.
Oh my
It
god.
would be a nightmare, and
Yeah.
I would love it.
Y'all be talking to each other over. But with if Luigi were the main character, I feel like keeping Luigi's thing, Mario would be this kind of the guy who's good at everything, and
Yes.
Luigi hates him for it a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
they love
maybe
each
more
other
jealous.
overall, but he's a bit salty about it.
Yeah.
It's
Because
part of the conflict.
I imagine like there's already that little brother energy of like, oh, my big brother's so cool, and I kind of want to be like him, but I'm also mad that he's so cool and good at everything, and I'm scared. And it's like, I feel like there could be an actual character arc that could be explored if Mario ever wanted to have continuity, I guess. Which, by the way, a fun continuity project for the people out there. I would love to see. Everyone's so like horny to try and figure out the Zelda timeline. What about the Mario timeline?
Yeah, for
Figure
real
that out,
though.
gamers.
Like Toadette doesn't exist until Double Dash, but then she's also in like the Mario Switch platformer, I think. Whatever the fuck the Bowsette thing was started by. I don't actually know which game.
I have no clue. I just saw the art. Thanks, Twitter. But yeah, like, again, Mario's fine, but I feel like Nintendo with Luigi as their like flagship character would like change like the personality of the company, I think. In not necessarily for the better or for the worse, but just it would be definitely different.
I suppose I could see that.
I feel like Nintendo's already, I don't want to say necessarily an underdog because fucking
They're not.
they're not
They're
but
making the most amount of money out of all the game companies.
yes, but they could definitely have more of the appearance of being like someone you want to root for instead of just kind of like, yay, we're the hero, we're your friend.
I feel like at that point though, okay, so
Mhm.
out of the Nintendo IPs, the reason Mario is like the big one isn't necessarily because of like, oh yeah, you're the hero, but I think it's because he does have more of a friendly demeanor and, you know, a voice to him compared to like Link or
Mhm.
Samus. Like
Yeah.
Samus has a voice, but we're not gonna go into Other M because I will rant about Other M forever because I hate
Man,
it.
I cannot wait till we to do one with Other M.
They make her short, and you know I am a thirsty, thirsty lesbian. And they're like, oh no, she's just a sad, scared little girl. And it's like, no, Samus is going to kill you. She's going to kill me. She is a good bounty hunter.
Oh
Okay,
God.
I don't want her to kill me. We need to.
Ninja, just tell us how badly you want her to step on you already. God,
I don't want her to step on me.
No.
not in those heels.
I want to take her out on a nice date, and then. Okay, we don't need to get into that today.
Everything is
is about
the same
Luigi.
except Samus wants to date Ninja.
Shut up. Why is it like every episode is people roasting me on how much of a lesbian I am?
You started it. Can't blame me.
It's like I'm ace as heck, and I can't. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the original tangent. I feel like Mario is more of the flagship just because he does, like, it's not necessarily he has, like, I am the hero, but more of, you know, friendly,
Yeah,
marketable. Because otherwise it'd be Pikachu.
that's true.
I feel like out of the two. Because, like, yeah, you do think Legend of Zelda when you think Nintendo, but it's not really like.
Link doesn't seem as approachable as Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Mario's like, hey friend, what's going on? Luigi's pretty approachable too, but like in a different sense. Maybe not as marketable.
Yeah, I guess not as marketable,
Like
but at the same time, I feel like when you have a character that's immediately like, hey, if you were to actually meet Mario, that'd be intimidating, I think, because I mean, I don't think Mario would be mean to you or anything,
He's just like,
but it's just he's such a like big character. But
yeah.
if you meet Luigi, it's like even Luigi seems like he'd be nervous to meet you, and I feel like if not, I mean, that would be charming as all heck.
He's good. Luigi's good.
Yeah.
Though,
And yeah,
yeah. No, you go first.
I wasn't gonna say anything useful. Go ahead.
I do wonder how this would change, like, the games themselves, because
Hmm.
Luigi is still in, like, the majority of Mario titles. I can't think
Yep.
of one where it's just straight up, like, Luigi isn't fucking here. Except maybe, Mario 64?
Yeah.
You know, because then there was that whole myth thing of, like, if you do this, he'll show up. But then he shows up in the DS one, so that doesn't necessarily matter anymore.
Yeah.
But,
Because
like, yeah?
I feel like if it's still like the adventures that
Mm-hmm.
like the if Mario games are still like the 2D side-scrolling adventure things,
Yeah.
or Luigi games in this case,
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be more of a there'd be more of an uh, again more of a character arc to it.
Yeah.
I mean, if only early on, certainly,
Mm-hmm.
because it'd be like Luigi having to like summon the confidence to go through all this bullshit and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas with obviously with traditional Mario side scrollers, it's more of like, well, I gotta go save the princess again.
Yep.
But Luigi doesn't need to be motivated by pussy, is what I'm saying.
I don't know how to respond to that one, Gage.
I love that just like dead silence for like a second, and it's like I knew what you were processing that. It's like
He doesn't fuck Peach, Gage.
Yeah, he fucks Daisy, obviously.
No, she's a lesbian. Don't take my wife from me.
But you already have 5 other wives.
Yeah, no shit.
Just 5?
Well, 5 confirmed ones.
You collect them like gym badges.
I mean, yeah, I literally have buttons on my vest for all the girls that I like, but except Roxy. But that'd be weird, I think. I don't
Commission a Trinity pin already.
know. I'm sure I could.
That's fair.
Okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, how do you... Okay, so we have determined that Mario would be, like, more excited at the adventure itself, but then we also have, like, okay, how would this affect, let's say... Have you played Paper Mario or no?
I haven't, but
I know of it.
I'm familiar with how it, what it's all about.
Yeah, so you collect friends.
Yes, you do.
Could you imagine Luigi collecting friends?
It'd be adorable. He would need the help. Ever more than Mario.
But do you think he has the confidence to be like, hello, yes, want to be friend?
Maybe not.
Hey, wanna be friend?
Or would it just be like, oh, you are so cute, I'm going to be your friend now?
That.
Like, if Mario didn't end up the flagship character, I still feel like Luigi would, if only because, like, I think that our generation could relate to his anxiety.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But instead, everyone loves Waluigi, and I don't know what to make of that.
It's because everyone is horny. Wait, no.
Why?
No.
Why,
no.
though? I don't look at Waluigi and think, like, I want that. I don't understand how you could. Like, Bowser, like, okay,
He is
sure,
a
I get
skinny
it,
twink. Haven't you seen, like, anything on Tumblr?
But have you seen his face? I feel like
Have you
you'd be
seen
in
Tumblr?
danger.
They don't care.
The problem is, I feel like you couldn't make out with Waluigi without risking getting your throat slashed by his fucking chin. Like, I don't... Yeah, what a way to go, right?
Gage, what the fuck?
Have you seen his chin?
That's mean.
I'm saying, like, Waluigi was not crafted to be fuckable. And
Jesus.
everyone on the internet is wrong.
Jesus Christ. my god. Okay.
Fuck Bowser, you cowards. Cowsers.
Oh god. Okay. And then what does this mean for Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah, that's the one casualty that might happen.
It be Mario's
'Cause-
mansion?
I feel like that. I mean, it could just still be a spin-off. Because I mean, there's already a billion trillion Mario spin-offs. I feel like that one, it might just be the more narrative one that explores his uh, 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 that
Fears.
explores his like personality more in depth. Because I guess I do see one of the flaws with Luigi as a protagonist is that you can't keep doing the whole I'm scared, but I'll keep finding a way through fucking because finding a way through it because reasons. Like eventually that's probably gonna get kind of stale, like in the same way just I'm gonna rescue the princess is getting stale. So I feel like what I'm saying is Luigi needs character arcs. Plural. Hello? Are we all here?
Yes. Kind of just spaced out there a second. That sounds pretty good.
Are you trying to think of some, Ninja?
I'm just wondering if there's anything else we need to add to, like, this.
The only thing I can think of offhand is just like figuring out how the history might have played out differently with Luigi as the flagship character.
Nintendo's stuff would be green and blue rather than red and blue. Because now everything's Mario colors.
I suppose there's that.
That's like the only thing I can think of. Sonic and Luigi at the Olympic Games.
Wow, that changes that, huh?
Yeah, that, you know what? My
With
whole
special
thing is
guest
fucked up.
Mario.
My whole thing is fucked up because Luigi's a bitch. I'm sorry, he can't win at the Olympics.
Yes, he can.
How
The
dare
anxiety
you?
would kill him, Manny.
No, the anxiety. Yeah, actually, no, that's debatable. Because you know, like he does the haunted house stuff constantly. Like he'll be scared, but he'll do it anyway. So it's like the same thing. Just like I have to do this stuff.
Yeah, but you have to remember that like public speaking is one of like the greatest fears of man. And I have to imagine that like falling under that umbrella is also like public performance of any sort. And then the Olympics is like that times 1,000. So I'm pretty sure it's Sonic at the Olympic Games where Luigi dies.
No!
Luigi's just kind of in the background, like, hey.
Luigi is still in the Olympic Games just as much as Mario. In fact, in Mario Tennis, Luigi is the one to grab the amazing, like, fancy-ass racket rather than Mario. Like, Luigi is only a coward in the sense of he lets you know when he's scared.
He can do sports. Maybe he's more confident in sports. That's like the only like something he can confidently be like, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna kick your ass. And then just, it's like sports, fine, can totally do it. Ghost, oh god.
To be fair, even Knuckles is scared of ghosts. So
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's good. That's good to know.
That's pretty prominent in like the adventure series. So yeah,
I don't remember that part, but all right.
it's okay. So yeah, I think we've gone over Luigi becomes flagship character instead of Mario pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I
And-
think we've realized that people on the internet shouldn't be horny over Waluigi.
Can't relate.
Yeah,
Alright,
me either, Manny. For once, I can't relate either.
which Nintendo character would you suggest you be horny over, other than Bowser?
Just like any Nintendo character?
Trick question. I'm horny for nothing.
I am horny for no man. I mean, if it's any character, and you can only pick one, that is... Ugh. I'm not actually that horny for most Nintendo characters, but it's like, that... we gotta narrow it down. You gotta
I
pick
like
a series.
Kirby. I want to be friends with Kirby. Kirby's a friend.
Manny,
A friend!
I know, but don't bring that up when it's
In
that.
this context, Kirby is baby.
Kirby's baby.
Alright, even out of like the Mario characters. So let's see, we got Mario, Luigi, Waluigi. What about Wario?
Wario's complicated. I mean, he's specifically not, but I feel like you have to have standards. Like Wario's like a bear that has no standards and he's just terrible.
Fair, fair.
He would never help pay for a date. Like, you deserve better than that.
Alright, do we want to go to the next topic or continue this?
I think we kind of exhausted this one. Good.
I mean, it's just I personally think it could be a good idea. We just need to figure out what what Luigi's character arcs would be, because I feel like at first it's like he's scared, but then what else could happen? What's the fucking changing event? What's the like comic book fucking reboot shit that changes everything?
I mean, they're Mario games. Like
Hell
you
if I
said
know.
before, there's no continuity to them, so he can be scared at the start of literally every single game.
True.
True.
But I do like
Maybe
the
like one game he's just randomly badass. And it's like, where did this come from?
One game.
Yeah,
he
I
just
can't
has
wait
a
for Luigi with a
motorcycle.
gun.
Same that.
The Shadow the Hedgehog of fucking...
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Are you ready, Gage?
Yes.
He's good. Let's see. Invader Zim, except his arch rival is not cynical, and instead is really excited to become friends and show kindness.
Oh, that's
He would-
adorable.
He would be so unbelievably frustrated with that.
Like
He would
maybe,
hate it just as much.
Yeah, maybe even the world itself is no longer like a cynical place, and instead is like happy rainbow sunshine.
Optimistic Invader Zim is funny as hell in concept to me.
And like
Invader-
Zim's still the exact
Yes.
same way,
Yes.
but everything else is like, you know, like more happy-go-lucky and it's squishy and stuff, and it's like, yay! And he's
I
like,
feel-
the heck is this?
I feel like this concept is basically that new Mau Mau cartoon, almost.
The what?
Just look it up afterward. It's a really cute concept. It's like this warrior cat dude, except he ends up in this world where everyone's all cute and squishy.
Aww.
It's adorable.
Oh, that lad!
Yeah,
I think I know
the
what you're talking
black
about.
cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting the vibes from, because I think one of the things I love about Invader Zim, or just kind of that era of cartoon. Hello,
We're talking about Invader Zim.
Oh, fuck.
Nami,
Hi.
our secret special guest. You've
I'm the
arrived.
secret special guest.
Slice. Yeah.
They've
We're
been
lying.
hanging the walls this entire time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've been here. Lurking.
No balls.
Nami, we were just discussing Invader Zim, except, yes.
Except his
ninja-
arch rival is not cynical and instead is really excited to become friends and show kindness. Or even just
Oh my
like,
God,
the world
this
itself
rule.
is a
So
lot
basically-
softer and
Oh my god, so it's making fiends! Holy shit, dude.
Yes.
Yes, it's basically Invader Zim, except it's optimistic.
Oh,
Or Zim is still an asshole, but everyone else is optimistic.
it's making fiends.
Gur
Real.
freaking loves it.
Yeah,
Gur is
You're a
absolutely
baby.
on board with everything. He's just like, yeah.
I'm
think
so
that-
glad I was here for the Invader Zim one. Holy shit.
I think what I love about Invader Zim is that I remember watching as a kid and like every place, every scene was always kind of gross. There was always like slime or
Yeah.
mold and shit everywhere.
Yeah, it's gross as hell. It's awesome.
I know. You don't get that with cartoons now, but I'm that
Mhm.
unfortunately would kind of I feel like be lost in this version unless that was exclusively inside like
On
Zim's
his house.
house.
Dude. Oh my god, though, dude. What if it was still there and it was just like really jarring? Because it's like,
Question.
oh, dude, it's like making fiends. Have y'all
What
seen
is
that
that?
show? Oh my god. Okay, so it was this show on Nickelodeon that
Yep.
was only there for a little bit, and it was like this girl named Vendetta, and this
Oh, I
other
think
girl
I've
named
seen.
Charlotte, and Charlotte wanted to be best friends with Vendetta, and Vendetta just hated everybody and made monsters, and the town was like scared of Vendetta, like everyone was scared. Oh, it was so fucking good. I love making fiends.
I think it was like originally a web
It was
series.
originally a webtoon, yeah, like a web series.
But now they can't do anything with it because Nickelodeon owns the rights, but they won't do anything with it, so.
Yeah,
So
It's a
it
very
was
yeah.
really
cute,
gay.
simple style.
It made me gay. That's the truth.
But yeah, any content creators, make sure you keep the rights to your shit.
Understandable.
Mhm.
Way ahead of you.
Okay, but yeah, it's
I
like,
recognize this.
like, oh my god, nice dib. Ew, that's so. Ah, I
What?
can't imagine Dib being nice. He's such a weirdo.
I mean,
I
it
can't
doesn't
imagine-
have to be Dib.
I mean,
it's
he
just
would-
Dib's
I feel like-
replacement.
He would be like, still be the same, but not near. But like this is through like a happy-go-lucky lens. So like,
Okay.
he's still a conspiracy theorist.
But it's like,
like-
instead of like, oh, aliens are trying to kill us or whatever, he's like, aliens are real and I want to be their friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
like
so
really.
weird for Dib. Oh,
Yeah.
He's annoyingly nice to Zim. He's like, I just want to know about your culture. You seem so cool. I think we could be friends.
oh god. Oh my god, Zim would hate that shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
Wasn't
feel like
there an episode where Zim got a friend? Oh my god.
Yeah, but like, okay, we're assuming a total tonal shift with that, so it's not just like, you know, someone who gets used and abused by Zim and instead is like,
Yeah.
I want to be your friend, and Zim is like, I don't want you to be my friend. I
That's
want to be
perfect.
your friend, and I'm going to have a nice time. If you're mean to me, I'm still gonna treat you with kindness, but I won't
So-
take your shit.
It's basically making fiends though, dude.
Yes.
Oh my god.
you
Yes.
say it like it's a bad thing.
It's not. I want more making fiends.
Zim goes
Same.
on a rant at this Dib replacement, just like doing that whole crazy like I will destroy you and everything you love, blah, 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 and then they're just like, that's nice.
I
still
wish
want
you
friends,
luck.
I wish. Or like,
Okay.
oh man, I can't wait to see the machines you use. Like, just excited about it. He
And
turns
Zim's
them on. He's like, this isn't fun.
Okay. Everyone,
Must
hear
be
me out.
cowering in fear, mortal human, or whatever.
Hear me out.
Yes.
I feel like so. You say that Zim's like rival,
Yes.
which I like this wording because this means that like there could just be a different character that is this.
Yep.
That is like interested in Zim and knows that he's full of shit.
Yep.
But
Mhm.
I feel like you could still just have regular Dib, and it's like it's this world where everyone's happy and optimistic. It's like, no, Zim's trying to kill us all, and everyone's like,
Oh,
oh,
that'd be
that's
cool.
just silly. So and then eventually it gets to
breed
the point
skin.
where it's like, where fucking Dib almost kind of. Dib and Zim almost kind of have like an enemy of my enemy is my friend relationship. where they actually kind of get along
Oh.
because everyone else is so fucking nice and they're kind of dickheads.
I like that.
That's like a more extreme dynamic of what the show already has, but they're
Because-
more extremely oblivious and nice.
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
also
just
have to-
oblivious.
I also have to question where Gaz fits into this.
She's just the same. I think that would be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yep.
she kind of, from what I remember, she didn't really, she would, like, just kind of be on the outskirts and notice what's happening and just not get involved.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
Just, like,
she's
watch
really
this happen,
passive, but really
just,
like,
okay.
she's aggressively passive.
yeah,
Yep.
not
getting
passive
involved.
aggressive, just aggressive.
Yeah, there you go.
I love her.
So, like, it would still be the same in this new version of it.
I'm mad because I'm realizing that Gaz almost sounds like she would grow up to be a centralist.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No! No! No!
You
No!
can't say that. Kill me.
I hate it.
I feel like
Ooh.
she'd be more for, like, fighting the system.
Yeah.
If only.
But passively. Whatever she does it passively. Like, just very quietly, just like, oh, by the way, I sabotaged your system. What? Yep, bye.
That's better, you're right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm thinking
every-
about.
I'm just trying to think of like how this changes things. What do you got, Nami?
I'm thinking about Tack coming in and seeing Nice Dib and being like, "What the fuck?" Because she's more competent, but she's still kind of like Zim. But she'd just be like, "What the fuck?"
Which one was Tack again?
The girl one.
Oh,
The girl alien.
She's a big,
I love
tall
her.
girl. She's pretty. I've
Yeah.
seen people ship her with
In the
Zim
trans-
more so when Zim is like, "Hey, I want to be a girl now," which is
Yeah,
really cute
Trans
idea.
Zim. Trans Zim.
I don't
And then
remember
it
that
turns-
one.
Man,
Yeah, it's cute. It's on Tumblr just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I love
Was that?
Trans Zim.
I was gonna say, it's like, is that a canon episode that I
No.
don't remember?
Like people very much think she's a
So they
lesbian,
do.
so then like, okay, what if Zim turned out to be a girl, and then suddenly she's like, oh shit. Like,
Have y'all
trans
not-
Zim, please.
Been enlightened by Trans Zim. Oh my
I haven't.
god. Dude, I love Trans Zim. Ah,
Okay.
Trans Zim sounds like a band.
me.
Okay.
That's my
Okay.
band. Fuck.
I
So good.
I'm starting to recognize that there was that like early 2000s era of cartoons that were like very cynical. Like Zim was also in kind of the same bucket as like Billy and Mandy, where a lot
I
of
think
the
they were on the. I think Billy and Minnie were like on the tail end of that.
Yeah.
maybe, but it was still a very specific kind of like humor
Oh
to
yeah.
it. A lot of like suffering and a lot of like shittiness of humanity.
Horror
It's very-
cartoons. Funny.
Yeah, and
What's-
it's you don't see that like
Uh-huh.
very much or pretty much at all anymore, which on the one hand I kind of miss.
You
Like there's a certain flavor of it that I like.
You see a lot more of the cynical stuff with like adult cartoons, but the problem
No.
is it isn't as fun because it's often more like rooted in reality
Yeah,
rather
more
than
easy humor too.
these shows that are meant to be, I don't want to necessarily say fantasy, but I feel like
Sci-fi horror,
yeah.
cartoony horror. That's what I would say. Cartoony sci-fi horror.
And I prefer it when it's in a kid's show, because then they can't just be like, haha, gore and sex, and
Yeah,
Because
I
that's what
hate-
adults like.
I hate it.
Like it's not fun when it's like too real, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's why like to like think about even like the weird kid cartoony ones, like also having a weird positive angle to it.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it's so like makes it more obvious that like, oh, this is a kid's thing.
Yep.
and like it brings out like the cynical nature of everything else. I think that's. I
Yeah, all
love
the
that.
kids shows are like, yeah, things like the best ones are like things are kind of going to hell, but it's gonna work out in the end. Like we'll figure it out.
I mean,
Mm.
that's just
I like that better.
that's just a
I
more
feel
fun narrative.
hot take. Hot
Mhm.
take. I don't think kids shows are really made for kids anymore. Hot take. Hot burning take.
See,
Yeah.
hold on. That's something that I'm really like. I'm very passionate about. Is like the differentiating between like kids show and like all ages stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel
Because
like
kids deserve media that's pointed at them, in my opinion.
yeah,
But
but
we
I
should
feel like
also be able to have that all ages media.
yeah, all
But it
ages is
should
very
be separate.
important. All ages is very important to me because it's like I feel like if you're a good writer, you can make stuff that is entertaining any group of people that can touch,
Yeah.
you know,
You
the
don't have to
hearts
be
of all.
erased. You don't have to be like a jerk about it.
Yeah, and I
You don't
feel
have to
like
be.
I don't know,
You
if
don't have
it's
to like force yourself to not be politically correct or some bullshit like that. Like that's stupid.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I guess my main point, like actually on Invader Zim,
Yes.
but like optimistic Invader Zim.
Yes.
Do you think like the show like genuinely would be better if people were optimistic, or is it just more of a fun scenario to think of?
No,
I think
no.
it's all a fun scenario.
Yeah, it's just meant to be a fun scenario. It's not saying like, oh, the
That's
show
fair.
should have been this way. It's
Right,
just
right, okay,
I
Yeah,
that's
wanted
fair.
to play with it.
It's
Yeah.
fun to think about it. Like,
It would be very weird.
Trans Zim would be an improvement. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been surprised if they did that in like 2000.
yeah, I think it would muddy the show a little. Just because, like, it's the 2000s, and they'd
Yeah.
probably be weird about it.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
do think
Fair point.
I was weird about it because I didn't know what the hell it was, and I was like, this like I was only 2000. I was like 9.
I was 0 years old in 2001.
Nammy's a baby.
I'm baby.
How old would I have been in 2001?
I can easily
2001?
remember that I was in first grade, so I would have been like 7.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
Because I'm
No,
around
you're
the
young.
same age as Gage.
Y'all are babies.
Yeah. But I think that
We're Muppet babies.
Muppet baby.
that's just a very interesting change that I've seen. I guess there wasn't like the only like pessimist cartoons I can think of are like Zim and Billy and Mandy, but as far as I can tell, yeah, they really don't seem to exist as much anymore. And
Oh, definitely. not.
if Zim had started out more optimistic, I guess it I really don't think it would have been a better show overall.
Mhm.
I mean,
I think now, if it was made now, it would be more
that.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Like,
true
an
point.
optimistic Dib or whatever would be a
That'd be adorable.
That would be weird.
It would be
It's
so
weird because we have the
Dib
context
is
of
just
the
a little
original.
fucking gremlin bitch.
He's the dude that like he would be on 4chan back when 4chan existed.
No! It still
No.
exists! No, Manny, no, stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Wouldn't be on
Manny,
4chan.
stop.
He'd be on
Wouldn't
Reddit.
on 4chan. Dib would be on Reddit.
He would. You have to give
I
him that,
got
Ninja.
them.
He would be on Reddit.
I got big
Yeah.
info. You would be
He
on
would
Reddit,
be a
but like
Redditor.
those boards, like the alien conspiracy boards.
Hmm.
He's that dude that rants for like 20 paragraphs and people don't ever answer his posts.
I was gonna make a goof, like, haha, nowadays people would ship them, but then I remembered the 2000s.
Was.
I remembered, and I
I
wanted
wasn't
to forget.
online at the time.
I wanted to
but-
forget.
Yeah, they probably were shipped.
No,
They
they
were.
were absolutely shipped. Are you kidding me? Had you been
I
on
can-
DeviantArt in 2009?
You Ninja. I assume
Actually,
you mean
yeah.
I assume you specifically mean Zim and Dib, correct?
Yeah, what'd I say?
No, you just didn't clarify, so I just
Oh,
want to make
okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the
Who
way, when
actually
they get,
started DeviantArt in 2009.
excuse me, I do think that they should have ended up together, if only eventually.
I'm sticking by Trans Zim and Tag. That's me.
Yep.
Cool.
Gamers. I gotta.
I mean,
Also acceptable.
that's just because we're the
I mean, full
lesbians of the
purple
group.
girl. I mean,
So, okay, quick
God.
reminder. The alien race, like they just destroyed planets, right? Like they
Yeah,
scouted them out and destroyed them.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Zim wasn't into
Maybe
that.
they enslaved them too. I'm not sure. It's been a while.
To the
Yeah, I don't
Zim
remember.
Wikipedia.
I want to
Same
say they were told to like, mess them up or take him over, conquer them.
Like, I don't know, take them over. I think Zim was more into the taking them over aspect. But I think most of them just wanted to fucking fuck up shit.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it's Zim was like exiled, basically.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And he was sent to Earth because they thought that Earth was just like a fucking backwater with nothing on it.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Zim is under the delusion. Like, yep, this planet.
But yeah, Gur is a robot with keys in its head.
Yep.
God, I love Gur so much. Holy shit.
But like
yeah,
they
you have very Gur energy.
they were just like, hey, so we got you this cool robot. Hey, let's go go conquer that
It was literally out of a trash pile. I'm fucking screaming.
You know, optimistic Zim, I'm pretty sure Hot Topic wouldn't have gotten nearly as famous with that version.
Oh god, no.
Yeah.
True. Well, would they? Because Gur would be the same, right?
Yeah.
True.
Gur is the cash cow for Hot Topic in the
Yeah, you're right.
2000s.
Well, random.
Oh,
It's gonna
random.
be a cash cow again because they have like the.
Yes!
Yeah.
movie
I'm
coming
so
out.
fucking excited!
The new movie, I'm very interested in, like, if they're gonna keep to the tone of the show. That'll be.
I would think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from what I've seen, it's basically just the show, but like,
Better budget.
Better budget, looks good.
Yeah, I'm
But
down
we
for
don't
that.
know. It hasn't come out yet.
I
I'm
didn't
so
really
excited.
watch much of the show because I didn't have cable back when it was airing like crazy, and like, I remember I remember the time loop episode where there was like a bunch of moose toys that
Oh
he was, like,
god, that
chucking,
one
or
was
pig toys
horrible.
that he was like chucking through
Horrifying.
random
Holy shit.
timelines.
That
That
one
one was
bad.
scary.
Yeah.
That was kind of bad.
Big scary.
And then like some other random ones like the pizza one.
I've seen like a handful of
pig guy.
episodes, and I saw them.
Yeah.
I think in like 2010 or so. I was in high school.
It's on Hulu, so my family has Hulu, and I've watched it.
Mhm.
Nice.
I saw it
and
here and there, and when
I
it was
watched
actually
it on
airing.
YouTube back in the day.
I was a
can't find
baby when it was airing,
it. Yep.
so
That's fair. That's
They
fair.
put little baby Nammy in front of a TV and just told them this is what you're gonna be like when you're.
To be fair, when I was like, I want to say 7, I watched Futurama with the sound off.
Oh, I
My
used to
parents
watch.
didn't want me to hear a swear, but I could still watch the images on the TV.
man,
I
I
watched
feel
that show. I watched that show religiously as a child. I fucking loved Futurama.
When I was baby, I couldn't even watch The Simpsons, and now
the
like
heck?
I blast swear words from my baby brother. Shit.
Like, I wasn't allowed to watch South Park. I remember that, and now it's like, and then now that I'm like able to do it, it's like, it's intriguing. Actually.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
you're
like
really
it.
missing out.
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
I remember seeing like the
Arthur had
Christmas
like a shout out to that.
episode on like the reflection of my parents' mirror in their room, and just it freaked me the fuck out. Cause I'm just like, what the fuck? That's a living poop? Jesus Christ!
They had like
His name is Mr. Hanky. I'll have you know.
That's still a terrifying concept. Why
Yeah.
would you give sentience to shit?
Because
and like I remember like Arthur had an episode where they had guest animators, and one of them was
yeah.
South Park.
Yep.
hey, actually,
Oh, boy.
And I didn't know the context at the time because
y'all. Actually, speaking of South Park, though, I feel like that's a good example of like what Zim could have become.
No.
No. I'm saying if it got to go on for as long as South Park has.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I mean, obviously it's an adult cartoon compared to a kid's cartoon, but
I mean, what the fuck
I
was
mean-
it? Ren and Stimpy was originally a kids cartoon, and then they went to adult TV. But
wait, what? I think it wasn't the other way around. I don't think Ren and Stimpy
Nope.
was on like Adult
No, it
Swim.
was on adult. It was a kids cartoon first.
yeah,
Then it was a raunchy adult cartoon.
yeah.
And I hate the creator of that. I'm not
Yep.
gonna even
Yeah.
be shy about it.
Yeah, apparently he was
Fuck
awful.
that guy. Fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't disagree. I mean,
Yeah, one of my friends actually like tried to get him banned off Instagram because of that kind of shit. Anyway,
yeah, I feel like we just had a good conversation about animation because we're animation nerds.
Yay!
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell to the fucking yee.
God, I love Invader Zim. Oh my god. You're right.
Later, we'll
I
definitely,
got the theme song
before we
right
move
now.
on, Ninja,
Yep.
do we want to quick get Nami's opinions on the Luigi thing?
Oh boy.
Okay, sure. So, we were talking about Mario, except Luigi becomes a flagship character instead of Mario, but still with, like, his modern scaredy-cat personality.
Oh, that would rule.
Yeah.
Like, still as popular? That
Yep.
would kick ass.
Yep.
It
Yeah,
would be,
just
it would probably impact, like, society a lot. 'Cause, like, not to be weird, but, like, in
Yeah.
society, Mario is, like, a central figure. Everyone
Mhm.
knows.
So everyone
yeah,
knows
that's
Luigi.
a really good point. Like, if everyone knew Mario the way they knew, or everyone knew Luigi the way they know Mario now.
Uh-huh. And it would be really different because Mario is such, like, a wahoo! Victorious, happy. And Luigi is so, It'd just be, I think it would impact a lot of, like, the way people view things.
Yeah, like the argument I had was that it's like I thought it would be interesting because you could have more of an actual story around Luigi being like, I'm a scared, but I find a way to push through, and it's not just because I want to bang Princess Peach, you know.
Why do
Oh my
you keep
God.
saying it like
Fuck
that?
I could have said it the way I said it the first time.
No.
Oh,
You'll have to
dude,
listen back for
basically
that one,
did.
Nami.
do you think instead of, like, the love interest, quote unquote, being Peach, it would be Bowser? I think that would be good.
Okay, you know what? See, this is why Nami has to be on all the podcasts.
Like, I
mean,
think
they
that
got a
should be
point.
how it impacts things. I
Nami,
think,
you're fucking
Evil
hired at
Princess.
Nintendo, I've decided.
You don't have a say in that.
I'll find a way.
dude,
You
if
don't have a say in
Mario
that.
and Luigi switch places, why can't Peach and Bowser? That's
Oh
all
my
I'm
God.
saying.
Peach is a villain.
Nope, I have to
Peach-
leave.
Peach
Leaving the
evil
podcast. Leaving the podcast.
every time. Every
Okay.
time I come on the show, we
No.
talk about a Nintendo girl becoming evil. That's what happens. Last
No.
time it was Zelda. This time it's Peach. It just happens. I like evil girls too much.
I can hear her in the distance.
Oh,
You're doing okay there, Ninja!
I'm leaving the podcast.
No.
I'm sorry that my evil girl. I can't stop
Ninja.
making evil girls. I'm so sorry.
But Ninja, imagine like evil Peach winking though.
Oh my god.
You're an asshole.
Oh my god. Hey, would Daisy also be evil? Think emoji.
They're like a team of like evil villains.
Oh fuck.
I hate this and I hate you.
You don't hate it. That's the problem.
Shut up.
Oh my god, Rosalina evil? Dude! Fuck yeah, this rules! I'm
Oh
so
my
smart!
God.
What if Bowser was just like a big softie? Actually,
Big softy and he's like
You
a
know
dad.
Villain
real dad.
hero swap at you.
Luigi adopts Bowser Jr. and they get married and they have to fight the evil ladies.
It's gay.
What?
This is how it would be.
I'm so okay. We completely do it. What's the third
No.
thing?
It's good, is what
Yeah,
it
are
is.
we
Evil
ready for the
princesses
third
would be
topic?
way more in mainstream culture than think emoji. Real shit.
Too ace for this.
Are we ready for the final thing
Are
of the
you
night?
ready?
Yes.
Ooh,
So
boy.
remember how I said Muppet babies earlier?
Yeah.
It's Muppets except the human guests are treated as if they are puppet/fakes.
I don't.
Oh, fuck yeah. That would rule!
They're treated as if they're puppets. I feel. You know,
Like,
Muppets.
the Muppets are real, but then the
Yeah.
people, the guests on the Muppet Show,
Are not real.
Yes.
are not real, and they treat them like, oh, they're not real.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
what
the
that would mean
Muppets are
because the
treated
Muppets
as
don't
real.
discriminate. The Muppets treat humans as humans, and they treat Muppets as they would treat anyone else.
I mean, they could still treat like an object as an object. They could still be like, haha, you
I
are a
have
can
no
of
idea.
beans that
I
is
think
pretending.
Muppets could play with puppets, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what they think the humans are.
Yeah.
I think that would be really funny.
Like, you could make, a paper bag with, like, some string and be like, haha, I made this puppet, see, it's very silly.
But that's not a Muppet. A Muppet's different.
Right. So I'm saying a Muppet can make a puppet. Like, that seems like something
And
that
they
would have
treat it
happened
like a
in,
puppet.
yeah.
Well, there's a
And that's how they
difference
treat
because
humans.
a puppet is just like a puppet, but a Muppet
Yes.
is a living being.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm
That's
saying they would
how it
treat the
works.
human guests as if they are puppets. Like, haha, you are just something fake that someone else is controlling.
So what does that mean, though? Because like, out of continuity, like the Muppets are just a puppet. They're just a person with a hand up their butt.
Right.
So do they think that that's what people are functionally?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, in the
Well-
story, they're like, oh, that's not, you're being controlled by an actor.
Yeah.
And the people are like, what? No, it's like.
But the Muppets are like, we're real.
They are insisting.
Is this just a universe where, okay, so the Muppets are actually the only real living beings, everything else?
In the Muppet Show, already, Muppets are real. Dude.
Yes. But, my brain.
So it's when they have a guest on, they're like, haha, haha, this is so silly, you're in like a costume or you're playing a character. Like, they do not think they're actually the human that is before them.
Okay. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is, in this universe,
Yes.
right? The Muppets are real. Okay, I get that. But my question is, are the Muppets still controlled by people, or are they
Yeah.
actually just walking
I
around
mean,
saying,
yeah, but not in the universe of the show.
Yeah, we're going off the universe of the show, Gage, so it'd still
Okay.
play the same.
Not in the real life, real verse.
Yeah. We're not going to change reality itself. We're changing the media.
Okay.
Shit.
The fucking layers on this, though.
But just, they have a human character come in and they're like, haha, like, it's so funny because, you're a mascot, you're something animated. Like, you're not real. You are not an actual person.
You're
And
just
we know
edited in
this.
there in post.
That almost sounds fucked up. I don't
Yeah.
like this universe where the Muppets, like, where the Muppets fucking do microaggressions against everyone.
It's not microaggressions, it's just acting as if they're not. I don't know how to.
Yeah, acting as if they're not a real person.
Well,
It's kind of fucked up.
But in this universe, they're just puppets.
no, I didn't say that. They're treated as if their puppets fake. Like, they'd still be like, it's the way that, like, shitty night hosts treat the Muppets. Like, what's the difference between
Right.
you and a puppet?
Uh-huh.
Like, it's just that sort of different dichotomy between the relationship.
They like to joke that, like, it's like you're, like, they won't ever really say it directly because, I mean, that's like a dick move, but just implying, like, so what's it like being controlled by someone else? I don't know, man. I'm probably just overthinking it, but I don't want Muppets to discriminate.
That's fair.
I think some of them, like, I don't know them that well, but I feel like they'd be a bit salty. Some of them would just be, like, purposely do that, and other ones are, like, you know, like, they still have that whole thing in the back of their mind, like, you're being controlled by someone else, aren't you? But, like, kind of do better with, like, hiding that aspect, I guess.
Like, you'd have Walter just flat... Is it Walter? I think it's Walter. One of the two old men.
Stanler and Waldorf.
That's
God,
it.
no.
I feel
they
like
would
they would
absolutely
be very
be the
much
only
like,
ones who-
where are the strings, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes.
You silly puppet, you.
So many whips. Dude. That'd be good.
And, like, everyone, the other puppets are looking at them like, dude.
Dude, stop causing a microaggression on our show.
I want to like galaxy brain this a little bit.
Yep.
I kind of want this to be a universe where the Muppets are like the dominant sapient race.
Jesus Christ!
That's good. I think that should be realized.
So the
Because, like,
Muppet
that's the-
movies wouldn't be like, you know, Muppets trying to go and work with people. It would just be like Muppets are already in charge.
Muppets are the people.
Just...
Because like that's the thing. It's like in like any sort of Muppets media, like the Muppets are the minority.
Yep. That's true. Like,
But-
every
God, the
time they have a
Muppet movie, but it's all Muppets,
Yep.
and then there's like 2 humans.
Yes.
Yeah, they're the like funny guest stars, haha. And then there's like this is making me rethink how I think about Muppets. And like I don't want to give them shit anymore. Like they deserve better. Muppets are good people.
You gave the Muppet shit?
No, maybe. I don't remember. I mean, there might have been a time when I was... Yeah, they're just people doing puppets and it's silly. I don't like it. But now that I'm
Oh,
older, I
I'm
recognize
sorry
like...
that you at one point in time did not have any fun in your heart.
Yeah, it sucked. And I'm glad I'm not like that anymore.
Me too, bro. Holy shit. Man. Man.
I got quiet because I'm just having like flashbacks to how I was in high school. Just
Oh no.
oof, oof, oof a doof, oof, oof.
Man, I'm glad
good
I
times.
was never like that.
I mean, I was just like the quiet, don't talk to me person, and then I was the talked about nothing but like stuff that was relevant to me, and just kind of stayed quiet otherwise. But I was more amiable then. I was doing retail voice before I even knew what retail voice was.
I
Aw.
want
was
to
like-
make a Muppet Sona now.
Mine's a cat.
Oh, you should.
I've drawn
Or
my
I could just
persona
actually
as a
make a
Muppet.
What was that, Ninja?
I drew my persona as a Muppet once.
That's adorable.
Very easy to translate personas into Muppets.
Because they're
I-
just animal Muppets.
I
It's like
remember
2 steps away.
there was a point in time where I was really into Jeff Dunham.
Oh, same, but
Mm.
also,
Yeah. I mean, like, I was also into Family Guy for a bit, and then like it was one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like you're into it, then you get away from it for a bit, like you get like oversaturated with the media, and you're like, okay, I need to look at other things, and then you kind of forget to watch it for like a year, and then you come back, you're like, oh, God.
Yeah, that's
No.
basically my story with Family Guy. I remember there was like one really good episode, and then I remember, man, none of the other episodes are like good.
I was like, I wasn't like super into it, but it was definitely engaging to watch, and now it's like I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
Jeff Dunham isn't a very good puppeteer.
No, he isn't.
Like, he's okay at stand-up comedy, but he doesn't really add anything to puppetry in and of itself.
right.
Because all they are is just sitting there and talking, and it's like, cool.
You can be more dynamic with him.
And then he tried to have, like, his own TV show for a while. Which
I
was
remember
just,
seeing that, which is by the time that came around, I wasn't into him. I was like, oh, he's
Yeah.
doing that now.
yeah, it was,
Ninja, I can't believe you're gatekeeping after we just had a discussion about Muppet discrimination.
listen, it's a puppeteer. There's a difference
Yes.
between the
He's a
puppeteer
ventriloquist.
and...
You're right. Puppets and Muppets are different races.
Yes.
Yes.
Not races. One is real and one is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There you
It's
go.
sort of like saying that Ronald McDonald is a real person and we need to give him rights.
No, he's a clown. He's a different race.
No!
No.
Clowns are still people!
He is subject to clown law, which is separate from human law. We discussed this.
No! Clown law just means that's your occupation.
The laws of being clown.
The laws
Are
of
you
clown...
saying that clowns can interbreed with humans?
The laws of clowns
Yes.
interact with human law. It's like saying that because you work at Walmart, you're no longer a person, Gage.
You're a Walmartian.
I mean,
You
some
can
people
only
think
fuck
that
other
people...
Walmart employees.
Jesus. I mean, as far as some people are concerned, you're a different species when you're working retail.
Yeah.
Meant to be yelled at.
That's a little
We're all
too real.
dummies. Okay. Dived a bit there.
So yeah, anything else we want to add?
It's kind of just fucked up. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the Muppets. I still think it'd just be like a universe where the Muppets are the dominant race. I would love to explore that in and of itself because I have to wonder like how the divergence of species happened and like how Muppets would maintain like control over humans ostensibly, I guess.
Jesus.
Oh god, that's too lore heavy. This is fucking Muppets.
That's too lore heavy for this idiot podcast.
Oy.
Fine, then I guess
we're all done.
fine, we can just treat it as Muppet racism then. Fine, whatever.
Oh my god.
Muppet racism. Y'all
This is
know.
not what Jim
Muppet
Henson would
racism.
want. He would not want us talking about racism and Muppets.
That's what this podcast is about.
No.
Yep.
Anything else?
I mean, I'm trying to think of stupid things to say, but unfortunately,
Invader Zim good.
yeah.
That's all I have to say. Fuck, dude, I'm glad I came in. Right at
Ninja,
Invader Zim.
and Ninja would want to kiss Evil Peach, like we know.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're Ninja. I'm sorry. I meant Evil Daisy.
I want to kiss normal Daisy. So, like,
I mean, same though. She's so cute. Daisy's so okay.
bitches who love Daisy. That's how it
Okay.
be.
Uh,
I think we need to call it quits for tonight.
okay.
Too gay. Podcast too gay. Have to quit.
My voice is stuck in a couple octaves because Daisy is cute.
We gay. Hey,
Yay.
I have one last suggestion.
Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers, but Daisy has a sports outfit skin. Get on it, Nintendo. Nintendo, get on
Okay.
it.
I think I'm first for the night thing, so or the sign off.
Yeah.
Go backward.
Please,
So-
Manny, save us.
Okay. All right. So this was everything's the same except I'm. Good night. I'm Manny. Good night.
Nammy.
Okay.
Me, my turn. I'm Nami or Mac, and you can find me at Nami Butch on Twitter. And yeah, don't feel like plugging my Tumblr.
That's
Okay.
fair.
That's fair.
All good.
I'm Key to the Future's Fate. I make Cat Comic Studios.
Wait, you are Key to the Future's fate?
That's
know
your
what I said.
name? Your
Oh
legal
my
name?
That's the plot twist?
god.
That's what I haven't been telling you all. I'm actually a webcomic.
Oh
Oh my
god.
god.
Web comics are people now?
Yeah, just like Muppets.
Jesus. But yeah, go on.
Ninja.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it-
Ninja.
okay. And yeah, my name is Ninja, and this has been Everything is the Same Except. I would say tune in next week, but Nami already took the joke for that one. So,
Whoa.
yeah. This
Tune
is
in
what
next week where more gay stuff, or we're gay about Daisy again. This
I mean, that's-
podcast, but we're all gay for Daisy.
I mean, that's pretty much just every podcast. So,
Yeah.
bye!
Bye.
Goodbye.